Mr. Shriti Narayan as AVP, IL&FS.
Yeah, Transportation Networks.
Transportation
Networks Limited.
Uh, the most important aspect that came out of the speech today was app that we have developed, Safe I Ride.
Yeah.
Could you throw a little light on that?
Yeah, Safe I Ride is an app which was being designed by our in-house technical team, which is purely concentrating on technology-driven applications. We have been talking about this since a couple of years after evaluating accidents on our road. That's what where when our new CTO joined, he suggested us that let us go with an app which could be helpful for the users as well as other people who are traveling along the road. So if there is any accident which is happening, it becomes easy for the user when in case or a co-passenger or if a standby or a passerby immediately inform the control room or the patrol so that they could come on the spot, give immediate attention to the victims of accident immediately.
Does the victim or the passenger have to press a button or something? Does it operate on its own?
I can just show it to you from my mobile. As I mentioned during my inaugural session, it's an app which you could download it from your Play Store. You could go from the Play Store and download this app, iRide. See, if I'm a user, okay, as a passenger, if something happens with my car, I know there are, serious injuries. Immediately, I could just press the button, call ambulance. So it goes to the petrol center and it goes to the nearest ambulance, which is available on the road. So they rush to yours because they are getting the location as per your GPS. So they could rush to your site immediately. We have experienced like a matter of 3 minutes, the ambulance has reached the victim. In case the currently occupied ambulance is busy, immediately the information is passed on to the next ambulance. As long as along with it, it goes to the call patrol towing truck. So simultaneously at one side information is passed to the ambulance to save the victims. Along it parallelly it has gone to the towing sections and all, so that you could tow away the vehicle and make sure that road is not disturbed for a longer period.
That means if the victim is not in a position to operate this, then any person who's trying to help him have to take his mobile and do it from, if they have it.
If they see, or probably on a highway you could see might be a shop nearby. He has seen it. Immediately he has to just press it. So the information is passed on to the petrol room. So they rush to save you.
And this is available on
Google Play, and it should be shortly available on your Apple iTunes. It's just a matter of time, and it will be patented as well.
Now, what is also very interesting, Mr. Narayan, is 14,655 lane kilometer under your portfolio.
Yeah.
That's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
So how do you think IL&FS has been able to achieve that? And over how many years?
If you look in terms of year, it would be probably like past 15 years. See, the first PPP road was set up by IL&FS way back. PPP toll road, I would like to make it very clear, toll road was set up way back in 1993, where there was a lot of resistance from people to pay toll. Okay, that was the first road in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Gradually, over a period of time, we started getting projects in Gujarat, state government projects, then we got projects in Delhi, and we started concentrating on NHAI projects also. So over a period of time, probably during the time period of 2000, early 2000, we would have had hardly 200 lane kilometers under our portfolio. Gradually, we started building, companies started growing, and we have the advantage. We are the market leaders. We had the first mover advantage in terms of a PPP developer. So over a period of time, we have achieved almost 14,000 lane kilometers.
And you have 19 states.
Yeah, we are present in 19 states with all 31 BOT projects. And we are also present in non-road projects as well. We are into car parking, we are into metro rail. Gurgaon, we are operating the metro rail there. Recently, we won a project in Dubai. You should keep in mind that UAE doesn't go for a PPP model. So that is where we were the first company to get a PPP model awarded there. We are setting up a car park facility for the Dubai Supreme Court.
So you're already working on that?
We are working on that. The concession has been signed. We will be financially closing the project in a month or so.
So when you say that you are the largest road operator in the world, is it statement or is it?
No, it's not just a statement because, as I mentioned earlier, we are present in almost 22 countries. We also have a subsidiary, LCMX, which we had bought over in 2008. It's a Spanish company which is specialized in microservicing, and they also have a patent for microservicing. So they have significant presence in Europe, Latin America, and recently we have won a project in United States of America also. Okay,
So
yes,
you
yeah.
have one projects in Dubai
Yeah, we have one project.
and US.
Yeah, and you should also keep in mind we were the first company to have a stake in a Chinese government-owned projects. We own 49% stake in Yuhe Expressway.
49% stake in
Yuhe Expressway in the state of Chongqing. Yeah. So we are the first Indian company to go to China in terms of road development activities, and we have acquired 49% stake. Then we have been doing some work in Vietnam, especially on the microservicing part. Then in Africa, we are quite active. We have an office in Kenya. Parallelly, we have offices in Singapore. We have offices in Dubai, in London, and the US. So we have offices across. We have been exploring Australia as well. So, I mean, it makes a larger thing to say that we own almost 35,000 lane kilometers, making us the largest road developer in the world.
You have insisted a lot on, emphasize a lot on microservices. How does that work?
See,
How old is the curve?
No, it would have started way back probably in the late 80s or so. But I would request you to come to the LCMX stall so we could show you a live demo so that whoever is looking at your interview also get a chance to understand what exactly it is.
We'll do
I'll
that.
definitely arrange for that.
We'll do that. But for
We are
person
using it.
watching
We are using microsurfacing precisely, keeping environmental consideration in mind. No, that is the main reason why we are using microsurfacing, and we have seen that the reliability of the road done with microsurfacing has a larger life spirit than an ordinary 40 MMBC road. And also, I have mentioned that there is a significant savings when you use this technology of microsurfacing in terms of carbon CO2 emissions and nitrous oxide emissions and various other emissions.
IMFS emphasizes a lot on road safety.
Yeah.
There are quite a few measures
Yeah.
that you have been taking. Anything apart from the app?
That's why Mr. Secretary was also mentioning like how World Bank and the MORTH is keen on doing studies on behavioral sciences. So we have done extensive study on behavioral science, and just to understand what is the user perspective, what is in terms of it, as you and myself can be a driver. Tomorrow we would be also a pedestrian. When we are a driver, our mentality is different. When you are using a road as a pedestrian, it's different. So we try to evaluate, analyze, and we felt that there are certain behavioral approaches which needs to be corrected in human nature so that we could reduce a lot of accidents. Suddenly if on a road you could see some white strips, you will feel that okay, what is there? Then automatically you tend to reduce the speed. So we have developed a lot of techniques like that, and we have almost noticed that more than 50 to 60% reduction in accident, and that too major fatal accidents. So this is one thing we have done, and we have been from the inception we have been giving a lot of importance for road safety. So that is one reason which helps us also to think differently on road safety rather than going with the standard prescribed rules.
And I'll ask you the same question that I asked Mr. Mansoor. There are behavioral concerns, we all know that. But apart from that, what are the challenges that you face while developing roads or taking precautions?
See, the key challenges is making the people understand. We had developed roads in the rural area. They have their own set of issues. We have developed road in urban areas. They have their own set of issues. So, the key point is, or rather, the key challenge is how do you communicate to the people that we are creating a road for the benefit of you and the society, and ultimately, as an end user, you are going to derive benefits. So I'm only a service provider. I might be having a PPP road. Probably after 25 or 30 years of concession period, I will hand over the road. But visualize yourself how much a road can make your society or your adjoining area develop. How faster you can access to schools. We have seen locations where they had no access to school. When our road came into picture in states like Rajasthan, kids started going to school because they have transportation systems which is available for them. Similarly, we have in the state of Kerala, we had faced difficult situations where people were not willing to give land because it's an urban area.
In fact, coming to that, land acquisition might be a problem, right?
It has been a problem always, but what we have been done is like we go and communicate to the society, we go and communicate to the people, make them aware that you might be losing a X amount of land, but the kind of benefit you are going to derive or the multiplier effect which is going to get for you from this land after the road coming in is going to be at a much larger level.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Anything else you would want?
No, thanks a lot.